Shepard, do you have a moment? A contact within Asari High Command was insistent I pass on a distress signal to you.
Something they can't handle?
From what I can tell, they sent several commando squads to investigate. None of them returned. They didn't ask me directly, but I think High Command is hoping you might help.
What's your take on this?
That they wouldn't ask for help if it wasn't important. The colony's coordinates are on the galaxy map. I'll try to figure out what's going on.
Dig up any information on the mission, Liara?
I did, and I now understand why High Command wanted to hide it. We're headed to an Ardat-Yakshi Monastery.
Ardat-Yakshi? Like Morinth?
Morinth chose to be a killer. These Ardat-Yakshi isolated themselves to avoid that. But it doesn't mean they're harmless. Their urge to feed can be powerful. That's why High Command sent in commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
Magnified biotics, eh? Great. What's our strategy?
If there was a chance the Ardat-Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Morinth was dangerous, but are the Ardat-Yakshi this big of a threat?
Morinth was just hitting her stride. Ardat-Yakshi who kill leave behind astronomical body counts. It's why they can never be free, and why they're such a great source of shame to the Asari. That's why High Command won't rest until this place is destroyed. They'd never risk a single Ardat-Yakshi getting loose.
We don't need something that dangerous running around during a war. We locate the commandos, then finish the job.
As you wish. Though I'd like to know exactly who sent the distress call.
Find out soon enough.
There's heat coming off that shuttle. Someone just used it.
Elevator disabled. To prevent entry or escape, I wonder.
Listen. There's a lot more than one.
What was that?
Stay sharp. I heard something.
I, tripped. Sorry.
Delay. You won't believe what Yanis managed to smuggle in. A copy of Vanya. Meet us after supper in the library. Bring some study work. Reela's floor warden tonight, so act natural. We'll be by the East Video Banks. This is gonna be so great. See you there. Oh, and delete this once you listen to it. Not like last time.
This was the commandos' captain. It seems they gave their lives fighting the Reapers.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Ardat-Yakshi? Anything useful?
A floor plan marked with the nav point location of a bomb. It's inside the Great Hall.
So the commandos started the purge after all.
This place is a lost cause if it's already crawling with Reapers. Let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
Very good. I almost didn't hear you.
Samara?
It has been some time, Shepard. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep.
I assume you're here on your own, Justicar. Perhaps for something special?
You are correct. 2 of my daughters live here, and I have come for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
You met me hunting down your other Ardat-Yakshi daughter. Are these ones just as dangerous?
Valere and Reela have followed the monastery's rules ever since they arrived. They've shown no inclination toward violence.
And you're here to save them?
They are my responsibility. And it's one that cannot be abandoned, even as our galaxy crumbles.
Find your daughters fast. I'm setting off a bomb the commandos brought here.
The Justicar Code demands I discover what happened to my children in this monastery. I cannot ignore it. We're out of time. We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Wait! Let's go.
Her name is Tasha Poray. Of course. P-O-R-A-E. No, I realize you can't tell me where she was deployed. Can you inform me if she's under orders not to communicate with her family? It's been a while since I heard from her. Uh-huh. But I would be contacted if she were injured, correct? Yes, I'm listed as her bond mate. Yes, I can hold. My name is Tasha Poray. I'm wounded. Bad. Give this to my bondmate, Weshra. Asked her to go to the Citadel and tell Weshra I love her. Tell her. Sorry we fought. I was an idiot. Didn't mean any of it, Weshra. Want you to have everything of mine, okay? Love you. I love you so.
Weshra, I have an audio log for you.
For me? Where did this come? Oh no. Oh, Tasha. Thank you for bringing this back. At least I know what happened.
This place is enormous. And there must have been thousands of people living here.
I haven't seen any survivors.
Me neither. And I bet most of them were civilians. What is that?
Got it!
That used to be a person. An Asari. What have the Reapers done? Mother, you came.
As soon as I was able. Shepard, this is Falere, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat-Yakshi. They have
Mother, they have Rila.
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters. Please, you can't let that happen to Rila.
The Asari thought the Ardat-Yakshi were to blame for the attack.
This is our home. Most of us are grateful to be here. The monastery is a place Ardat-Yakshi can achieve peace.
Falere speaks truthfully, Shepard. I vouch for her words, with pride.
There's a bomb in the Great Hall. We're setting it off, so find your sister quickly.
Bomb? But I thought you came to rescue us.
I'm here because this place is a liability.
A liability? My friends have been killed. Turned into...
Falere, we did not come to argue.
No, you came to destroy us.
Falere! The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
Look for that bomb.
I doubt we'll miss it.
You'd need a crowbar to pry those doors open. This place was beautiful before the Reapers came.
Jethra, this is Galay. I've blocked extranet access. We don't need the students panicking about these Reaper rumors. Still, it will not hurt to tally our supplies. Please bring me an inventory before evening prayer. I'll contact Cessia later tonight to inquire what set the Asari to war. Go in peace.
On it! Doesn't feel right seeing dead soldiers in a monastery.
Asari High Command couldn't take a chance with Ardat-Yakshi. Something had to be done.
Sending commandos with explosives is more damage control than a real plan, Lyra. There's the bomb.
And Falere.
Rila, wake up!
Falere, Rila cannot hear us.
Look, she's still alive.
I know, but I am afraid Rila is not well.
Rila's not one of them yet. She can't be. She just needs to wake up. Rila? Rila, can you hear me? Why did she do that?
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb?
Not without a detonator.
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it. Later. Let's get back to that bomb.
Falere, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing? It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go!
Move!
No! Rila! I love you. Rila! Not your slaves. Rila, there wasn't even time to say goodbye.
Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Falere, the code demands an Ardat-Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Falere.
Mother, no!
My daughters, you were all so much stronger. Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Valere?
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery,
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
then the code permits you to stay, as you are. Once this war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
I meant it when I said the galaxy needs you against the Reapers.
You were right. It's past time I joined your battle. I'll fight in your armies, Shepard, once I speak with Valere.
I'll be waiting.
Not for long. Thank you, my friend.
Everything's taken care of down here. Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the smoke.
I read your report, Commander. We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb.
May the Ardat-Yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to the monastery who I can now formally transfer to Admiral Hackett's command. They'll serve you loyally, Commander. Farewell.
Reapers seemed popular for a while. They were fighting the Collectors while the Council sat and watched.
And now they're killing civilians and attacking our allies.
The Crucible Project received some new tech from the Asari government.
I'm glad they've decided to help the war effort.
Everybody has to fight now, no matter how pretty you are. I learned that the hard way.
That was a rough mission. The Reapers are an ingenious and ruthless enemy. Poor Rila. Ingenious and ruthless. The worst kind.
Everybody was fighting the Rachni, trying to push them back through the relay. Finally, the Krogan were turned loose and stopped them.
I see.
But when the Krogan rebelled, we had to deploy the Genophage to stop them. Wasn't the only rebellion. 1,000 years later, the Geth revolted against the Quarians. That was a whole other war. Then along came the humans. My own people tangled with them for a while, and now, to top it all off, we've got the Reapers. What about you?
The Ouroboros fought the Densorin. The Andoromai conquered the Vandomar, and the Jatil turned against the Jar.
So, I guess nobody really ever gets their act together.
The Sinriel claimed to have found the path to eternal peace.
What happened?
The Ditaka preferred war and wiped them out.
I hope you guys had alcohol.
Some of the crew seem shocked by the monstrosities we have encountered. They haven't seen what the Reapers could corrupt after 100 years. That was our war. Every battle conjured a new nightmare.
Samara's the kind of soldier we need in this war. Nothing gets in her way. I just hope I'm not in her way someday. That woman means business.
This human holds such childish views of war. Your species has much to learn.
Now it's a mutated Asari. The Reapers are just a giant nightmare factory that never ends.
Poor Rila. But I'm glad she set off that bomb, Shepard.
You're not upset the monastery was destroyed?
No. Not after what I saw. I don't care that they were Ardat-Yakshi. To be turned into such creatures, nobody deserves that.
Never met a real Ardat-Yakshi. Not that I know of, anyway. I think I dodged a bullet there.
I can only imagine what the Reapers are doing to the Drell. Or the Hanar. Or the Vorcha. This could get a lot worse before it gets better.
Seriously, I think I would have been a goner.
It's a brilliant tactic, when you think about it.
But it's evil.
When has that ever mattered in war?
Yeah, but converting other life forms into Reapers? I can't wrap my head around that.
Makes sense to me. It ensures you never run out of cannon fodder. Eliminates any local resistance. And for every soldier you add, your enemy loses two. The one you converted, and his buddy on the other side who can't pull the trigger on a friend.
You sound like you admire them.
Same way I admire a virus or a thresher maw. They've adapted perfectly to their situation.
But the Reapers want to destroy us.
And I have no intention of letting them. But if you don't respect your enemy's capabilities, you're in for one nasty surprise after another.
Have we heard from Agent DeTrace yet?
She has not reported in for over 8 hours, Doctor.
She was stationed on Valchir when the Reapers invaded. I think we can assume what happened. Inform Agent Calamus he's now in charge of reporting Reaper activity past the Loas relay.
So, are you doing a story on the Asari who were turned into Reaper creatures?
The Ardat-Yakshi? No.
I think that story would be perfect for you. The hidden dark side of the most beautiful race in the galaxy.
We have a huge Asari audience. If I do that story, I could lose them.
That seems a bit like pandering.
Ever seen how fast an e-democracy can abandon its allies?
No.
If I do my job, you won't.
Oh, come on. The M44 Hammerhead is vastly superior.
Come on, that thing's made of tissue paper. At least the Mako can take a few hits.
I'd hope so. That thing handles like a drunk rhino. No agility whatsoever.
More like a bull that can climb and climb for days.
It only climbs because of its stupid, vertically aligned Mass Effect fields. Jump or stick. No speed. No lateral movement.
Hey, with a cannon like that, who needs to move?
If you want that, why don't you just stick with the old M29 Grizzly?
Hey, I love that tank.
You would be one to love grizzly bears, Mr. Vega.
What? What's so funny?
As Alenko had media training, he just gave me this steady stare during our interview.
Next time you blow up a monastery, let me know you've left the premises, okay? I worry about you.
Cerberus is gonna have a hard time recruiting now. Glad you talked Samara down.
I never thought I'd see her flinch from her duty.
I don't know. On one hand, that code's all she's had to live by for, God, centuries. Then the galaxy goes to hell. The old rules don't cut it anymore. I mean, we're cutting some corners, right?
A few.
Well, the Alliance can always court-martial us after we save the galaxy.
What are you doing, Edie?
Monitoring reports of proton storms and other space weather. With the Reapers attacking the comm buoy systems, critical warnings may be lost.
How bad are these storms?
If we are warned, not bad. If we are not warned, very bad.
Thanks for the info, Edie.
Commander, Dr. Chakwas sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the medbay.
Commander, an opportunity has come to my attention that may interest you.
What's going on, Doctor?
Refugees arrived at the Citadel recently in possession of military-grade medical supplies and equipment. In reviewing our inventories, I determined we have an excess of medical supplies to treat contagion, exposure, and malnutrition.
They're equipped to help injured soldiers, and we have supplies to help suffering refugees.
Precisely. Perhaps you could ply your charms to broker a trade.
Isn't this something you could do yourself?
War profiteering is running rampant, and these refugees are wary of the Alliance military. They didn't trust me. But you are Commander Shepard, the hero. You could persuade them.
I'll find the refugees as soon as I can.
Speak with Tactus. Many of the refugees near the Citadel docks look to him for leadership. Thank you, Commander. With access to their equipment and materials, I believe I could increase the effectiveness of our Medigel.
Garrus mentioned something about you two having some fun next time you're on the Citadel. Don't get into trouble.
I recognize you. You're Commander Shepard.
And you must be Tactus. Or the refugees consider you their leader.
Yes, someone needs to sort out this mess. CSEC has tightened access to the Citadel, and we've got desperate people down here with no place to go.
I also hear you need basic medical supplies. Dr. Chakwas spoke of a mutually beneficial trade.
I tried to be clear. In my experience, the Alliance looks out for their own. Trust is a hard thing to come by these days. I know you need our military supplies, but they're worth far more than your basic meds. Her offer wasn't satisfactory.
My mission is our only hope to turn back the Reapers. I need every edge I can get, and that includes your equipment. And the supplies I have to offer are just what your people need. Think this through, Tactus.
Okay, I see your point. I'll have my people contact yours. You'll have your supplies as soon as possible.
I heard about the horrible things Cerberus did during the coup. That's not the organization I joined.
Ah, shit. I know. You don't have to say anything. But I'm about to make my comeback. You just gonna stand there and watch? You're kind of making me nervous, Commander. I'd ask them to deal you in, but I think they're afraid of you.
Shepard, I wasn't sure you'd deliberately seek me out.
Why not?
Do you remember when I first joined you, to stop the Collectors? I swore an oath to hunt you down if I were forced to do anything dishonorable.
And were you?
Considering the evil we faced, your acts were acceptable, within the dictates of the Code. I simply request that you ask yourself if they'll remain so.
You'd really try to kill me if I stepped over your line?
It would be my obligation, once the Reapers were defeated. And only if I could verify you'd done something to violate the Code.
If they help end this war, I'll make whatever decisions I have to.
You helped me a great deal in the monastery, Shepard. This is merely advice. But I do hope you consider it.
What are the other Justicars doing for the war?
Most have made it home. They will attempt to hold Thessia. With the odds we face, it's possible our order will no longer exist after this war.
There's that few of you?
Our numbers were never great. We must prepare to sacrifice ourselves, if that is what's required.
Was being a Justicar worth it if that's how it all ends?
The Justicars were formed to bring order to a world that laughs at the notion. The role is solitary. Its demands are lonely and uncompromising, often to the point of pain. But following the Code left me with no regrets. Take that for what you will.
You know, I never asked you if your code has anything useful on fighting Reapers.
Treat them as any other enemy. Show no quarter, mercy, or weakness. The only difference is the scale of our foe. The Code is too strict to account for such small discrepancies.
Is that how you see it too?
You yourself killed a Reaper on the Citadel, and then another on Tuchanka. I can only follow such bravery.
Will Falere be all right in the monastery? Or what's left of it?
We spoke for some time. It won't be easy. But if there is a way to survive, Falere will find it. It was good to see her again. Perhaps it's unseemly for a Justicar to dwell so much on her family.
I'm just happy things worked out.
I was fortunate that Falere saw things so clearly. And it would have turned out quite differently without your intervention. Thank you.
Good luck out there, Samara.
You as well. I don't know if you believe in such things, but Goddess go with you, Shepard. Your time is precious. Spend it wisely, and with those who care for you.
Shepard, glad you came.
What'd you have in mind?
Something that doesn't involve fighting Reapers.
That's hard to find these days. I suppose we could catch a Hanar poetry reading.
No offense, but if the end of the galaxy is coming, I'm not going out on the phrase, "This one feels like a flower."
So?
So, I had an idea.
Where are we going?
Somewhere we're not supposed to.
Now you're talking.
Ever have that one thing you always wanted to do before you died, Shepard?
I've woken up with a Turian next to me.
Still trying to make me blush, huh?
Until it works. So what's your one thing?
The whole time I worked at CSEC, I'd stare up at the top of the Presidium and say to myself, I want to go up there. But I never did. There were 137 regulations telling me I couldn't.
So you got them changed?
No. Now I just don't give a damn.
Figured it's time to do something stupid just for the hell of it. Might be the last chance we ever get.
It's incredible.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't hope it would inspire a certain mood.
Something on your mind?
It seemed like you needed time to figure us out. Are you ready to be a one-Turian kind of woman?
The only thing that made leaving Earth bearable was knowing you were out there somewhere.
I felt the same way. The worst part about the galaxy going to hell would have been never getting to see you again.
Well, here I am. Exactly where I want to be. I love you, Garrus Vicarian.
Wow. The vids Joker gave me, well, they never got this far. There was the part about sleeping together, but this is... I don't know exactly what to do.
You grab the girl and kiss her like you mean it.
That I can do.
And rather well.
Now, before we head back, there is one thing we're going to settle. Once and for all. Not saying you don't know how to handle a gun, just saying some of us know how to make it dance. So, let's find out who's really the best shot.
There are a few people in the galaxy who've seen me in action, Garrus. They seemed impressed.
Yeah, but I've actually seen you dance, Shepard. No comment.
All right, Vicarian, you're going down.
And don't worry, I loaded it with practice slugs for when you miss. That was an easy one. Let you build up your confidence. Long range, I wrote the book. Nobody alive can do this, not even Commander Shepard. Give me a tough one. I said a tough one.
Step aside. Do it. Nobody alive, maybe? But technically, I died.
Yeah, well, next time we'll throw in a herd of rampaging cliques, and that's how you separate the rookies from the pros.
Was the Volus ambassador here earlier?
Yes, he was, Commander.
I need in. Spectre business.
I'll unlock the office when you're ready.
You've never been this uncooperative with us before, Ambassador.
That's because you were actually doing some good in the galaxy before.
Has that changed? How many colonies would be gone if we hadn't taken action against the Collectors?
Too many. But fighting the Alliance...
must continue in order to end the war. We understand it took a lot for you to reach out to Cerberus, Ambassador Korlak. We ask that you trust us a little longer.
You people are monsters!
Ambassador, please.
Hundreds dead. Udina betraying the Council. I should have cut ties with you ages ago.
And what will that accomplish now? The risks you took by passing information to Cerberus. It's left you in an interesting position. If you sever contact, we can't protect you from the consequences.
I have no time for this.
We'll speak again. Have a good day, Ambassador Korlak.
The Turians think I'm still working for Cerberus. They've put a price on my head. I can't go to C-Sec, but Cerberus has plans. An entire Turian colony rests on my life. If anyone finds this, I hid a tracking receiver in the office suite beside the human embassies. has them everywhere nowadays.
You gonna go on about them all night?
Just get the car up here quick. Little bastard's even heavier than he looks.
Saeed?
How long till we killed Korlak?
Once the credits go through. Was beginning to think you weren't interested in the money.
I'm not. Because Korlak worked for Cerberus? What'd they do to you? None of your goddamn business. He waking up?
This is Commander Shepard. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Tell me where you are.
We're still near the Presidium. C-Sec will check Selkish arms when they realize I'm missing. They won't give a damn when they realize you sold them out to Cerberus. Wait. Cerberus is planning to attack a colony that...
Stay calm. Help's coming. Saeed used to work for Cerberus. Ask him why he's here.
Why? Why go after your old employer, Saeed? Now you know my name, all of a sudden.
Good question.
Damn, wrong door. He needs you alive to stop Cerberus.
Cerberus is after a Turian colony. Kill me, and they get it.
Drop my name.
Shepard's investigating. She's a recent acquaintance. How recent? Very. Shit. All right, I'm listening.
Been a while, Saeed.
Shepard. Glad I wasn't just making an ass of myself over a hunch. Undisciplined bastards. This is what I get for signing up at the last minute.
Where's Korlak?
I'm here, Commander. You saved my life. I almost died because the Turians thought I was still with Cerberus.
You should have gone to C-Sec if your life was in danger.
And be thrown into prison? No. The things they would do to me after the damage I caused.
What intel did you give Cerberus on this colony?
Information on a Turian planet's defense system. They'll strike soon. But if I tell you which planet they're attacking, Cerberus will know I turned traitor. Turned? You already betrayed your own people.
We saved your life. Tell us what planet you put in danger.
I can offer a bargain. The Volus bombing fleet. In tactical terms, it's worth far more than a colony.
Or you could give us both.
You can warn the Turians there'll be an attack, Commander. That should be general enough to ward off suspicion.
All right. I tried playing nice. Maybe my friend can get you to see reason.
Now wait just a moment.
You mind, Saeed?
It'd be a goddamn pleasure.
I'll leave you to it. It'll be a while before anyone shows up for him.
It's Aphis. Cerberus will attack a colony called Aphis for its shipyards.
And the bombing fleet?
Take it. It's all yours, I promise. I'll speak with Citadel Security about this incident. You have my thanks. Took him long enough to spit that out.
Saeed, what are you doing here?
Later. C-Sec's on their way. Won't be too pleased with the mess we left them. Catch up with me at the docks if you like.
Hell of a view, isn't it?
During our war, this place became a myth to my people. A dream glimpsed only in the memory shards. The Citadel was both the heart of our civilization and its demise.
The Reapers hit here first, didn't they?
No one I knew had ever seen the Citadel. To be here now, I don't know what to think.
Unless we win this war, it'll be the last time any of us see the Citadel. Soak this in while you can, Javik.
Do not be so dismissive, Commander. Someday the things you have lost will be the things you would kill to have back.
Such as?
Order. The rule of law. From here, our empire dictated the course of the galaxy.
Nowadays, a lot of races have embassies here.
It's true, then. You share power with the rest?
It's not perfect, but it's kept the peace. Most of the time.
Pardon me. This one has been listening. This one suspects you are a Prothean.
Ehana. I remember your kind when you were still minnows in the ocean.
This one is unworthy. This one has seen the face of an enkindler.
They consider your kind to be their gods.
A pity we did not teach them to speak better.
You're really a Prothean?
I am.
But... if you lost the last war, what hope do we have?
For many, there may be no hope. The Reapers killed trillions in my cycle. The odds of being among the living are remote. If you are lucky, they will destroy you outright. You will avoid the fate of becoming a husk. If you cannot fight, do not let them capture you. Death is a better outcome.
It's over. We'll never win this.
Won't win any new recruits, but at least they know what they're in for.
It is better to fight with your eyes open than your heart.
Is that the Prothean way of war?
It is the way of life. I will meet you back on the Normandy, Commander.
I just don't understand why you're suddenly so conflicted.
Look, the asshole's in custody now. Killing him won't bring anyone back.
It's about justice. The man is a traitor and a murderer. You saw what he did to your wife, to my husband.
And didn't bat an eyelash. He's evil, there's no doubt.
What's going on here?
I'm in position at C-Sec. Draw them away, and I'll move in and make the kill.
Don't answer that.
Commander Shepard. Guess I know what happened to my backup.
Excuse me?
Come on. I'm in C-Sec in civilian gear with a weapon. I know when I'm made. Just let me explain. Captain Aaron Summers, Alliance Marines, retired.
Captain Summers?
There's a prisoner here. C-Sec officer who helped Cerberus. C-Sec caught him when you stopped the coup. Now he's offering them intel on Cerberus to get a better deal.
Why are you telling me this?
Because he doesn't deserve a better deal. He killed people during the coup, good people. And he's former Alliance, like us. The way I figure it, he's our problem to fix.
Tell me what this guy did to deserve death.
He executed his own friends in cold blood for Cerberus. Cleared the path for their troops. Now he's saying he's a vet. And he was suckered in by talk of helping humanity. I don't know what intel he has, and I don't really care either. He dishonored the uniform.
Officer, I'm Commander Shepard. You have a prisoner here. A Cerberus informant. I'm invoking Spectre authority to take charge of him. Do what you have to do.
Thank you, Commander.
Rules be damned. People have a right to defend themselves.
If you start selling weapons to everyone on the Citadel, C-Sec will shut this whole place down.
C-Sec couldn't protect us when Cerberus attacked. I'll take him to court.
You think a court is going to want more people running with guns right now?
Then I'll go to the wards and sell from the back room at Purgatory.
People are already scared. If you violate weapons laws, they'll just be scared and trigger happy.
We're at war. If the Citadel gets attacked again, everybody needs to fight.
The commander's right. It's not like those Reaper things care about hurting civilians.
But selling weapons to just anyone makes it easier for groups like Cerberus to get a hold of them.
Cerberus attacked the Citadel with military-grade weapons and powered armor. I doubt they need one of my pistols.
Okay, you're right. Just be careful.
Commander Shepard, do you have a minute?
Can I help you?
Jordan Knowles, E-Crimes. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. I've got a potential security leak. I haven't seen anything major yet, but better to be safe, right? If you've got time to help, check out this console.
Got it. Looks like a collection of access codes.
They're Batarian diplomatic codes, from back when they had an embassy on the Citadel. If you can use your Spectre access to find them, I can shut them down.
can access restricted intel at the Spectre office in the embassy. If I find anything, I'll let you know. Knowles, this is Shepard. I found one of the code locations.
Okay, I'll shut it down. Just need to authorize your Spectre status. Looks like someone was trying to requisition medical supplies. Okay, that access code is officially disabled. Can you find any more?
Knowles, I found another spot where the Batarian codes were used.
Looks like they were tampering with emergency food requests at the refugee center.
Trying to get more food for themselves?
Looks like... Okay. This code's offline now as well. Should just be one left, Commander.
Knowles, this is where the last access code was used.
What's that, Commander? I'm losing your signal.
Shepard.
Balak.
You should have killed me on that asteroid over Terra Nova. I've been waiting for this. Everything that has happened to my people is your fault.
All I did was stop you at Terra Nova.
Yes. After you ruined my plans, my government accelerated research efforts on the Leviathan of Dis. Have you heard of it, Commander? The ancient organic dreadnought my people recovered from Jartar 20 years ago? Sound familiar?
A Reaper. Your people were studying a Reaper corpse.
Yes. Looking for a way to reclaim our place as the true power of the galaxy. Hundreds of our best scientists were enlisted.
And then they became indoctrinated.
When the Reapers reached Karshan, our own people betrayed us. Defense grids were deactivated. Ships fired on Allied targets. We were destroyed from within because of you.
The Batarians made enemies throughout the galaxy, and now you've paid the price for it.
We were a proud race. A beautiful race. Have you seen what the Reapers have done to us? I'm trapped on this citadel. Our warships only know the locations of Reaper forces because I've tapped Council transmissions. I am the highest-ranking military officer left in the hegemony, and I can't save my people. But I can end you.
You're not gonna pull that trigger. You know what I'm doing out here.
Yes, forging alliances with the Turians, the Krogan. Killing you will tear all the other races apart.
And then the Reapers wipe out the last of your warships, the last of your people. And you know that. That's why you'll join us. We're all you have left.
I could kill you. I could do it right now. Ah! Our ships are yours.
Shepard, are you all right?
Fine. You won't have any more trouble with those codes.
Is that... Do you want me to arrest him?
I want you to put a bullet in his head. We're all making some sacrifices today. Let him go. Spectre Authority.
Understood, Commander. And thanks.
Son of a bitch. Pressure's okay. No infection so far.
Can I talk to him?
Only if it's important, Commander. He's hurt bad. Take down the sedative a bit, but hurry. I peg his survival at 50-50.
Are you Gorek?
Go away. Nothing to say.
Not even what a terrorist's doing on the Citadel?
You!
Do I know you?
Every Batarian with someone on Aratot remembers your face.
Planet that got caught in the Alpha Relay explosion.
You butchered a colony, only regret... Don't have the strength to...
So you just started murdering people?
How many did you murder? Don't pretend your hands are clean, you...
No one here would even be alive if I hadn't destroyed that relay. I spent months taking heat for Aratot from both the Alliance and the Batarians, and you know what? If it saved the entire galaxy, I can live with that just fine.
Then why don't you... Then why don't you get rid of another Batarian for your precious galaxy? Shut down this machine. Just let me die.
I'm done here.
Good. He'll cough himself to death without a sedative.
No, wait.
Just take it easy. There.
Wondered if you'd show up, Shepard. Figured you'd be too busy recruiting goddamn armies for this war you're in charge of.
I could always use more help.
I'll bet. I've seen footage of what happened on Earth. Tell you what, I'll see if some old contacts of mine are still around. Can't promise you anything, but if enough of them are still breathing, I can lend a hand.
Who are those people you were with?
Bunch of mercs from Omega. Signed on with them when I heard they were making a hit on Cerberus. Should have studied the job longer.
There's no way you could have known Korlak stopped working for Cerberus.
That's no excuse. I killed Korlak and I'd have done right by Cerberus. No. The way I see it, those bastards owe me.
Why go after Cerberus?
Started with them trying to hire me back after we hit the Collectors. Cerberus paid me enough after the Omega-4 relay. Retired is what I should have done. But it's tough to settle down, knowing the Reapers are on their way.
What did Cerberus want?
They wanted anyone with experience leading a fight. Gave me a tour of one of their new cruisers. Nice setup. Top-of-the-line ship, organized crew, damn impressive weapons. Thought I'd been shot at by every kind of gun, but didn't recognize half of what Cerberus was using.
What scared you off?
Another hunch. Cerberus wanted me to lead their new recruits, but I slipped off tour to talk to their soldiers. Found a restricted area, and caught an officer without a helmet. Wasn't supposed to have done that, apparently.
You saw what the elusive man did to his people?
It's downright sick. I asked the soldier what the hell had happened to his face. Pissed him off. Or maybe he didn't even understand the question.
Things go downhill with Cerberus from there?
They didn't want me leaving, I can tell you. Shot my way out with one of their fancy new rifles. You know, I thought I'd find myself a bolt hole. Sit this one out somewhere warm and quiet. But no one tries to trick me into becoming a goddamn husk. Been picking up jobs against Cerberus ever since.
You seem pretty calm about the Reapers showing up.
Just wish they'd waited until I was dead and buried before setting Earth on fire. At my age, you're supposed to take it easy.
We're not gonna have much luck just sitting around.
True, but you've picked a hell of a fight to get yourself into. But that fleet you're putting together might make the Reapers think twice if you pull it off.
If?
Nothing personal. There's just a hell of a lot that could still go wrong. Free space is shrinking every day, and everyone knows it. Should get your fleets moving, at least. Keep them focused.
See you around, Zaid.
Right, Shepard.
You always pull through, Commander. We've received the supplies from Tactus.
Everything good?
Indeed. We've acquired some very useful equipment. As such, I've been able to enhance the effectiveness of our Medigel delivery systems. I've also collated information that Liara may find of interest. Check with Cliff.
James, I've got some time if you want to talk privately.
On my way. Hey man, how's it going?
Good, James. You?
Good, good. Wow. So this is what I can look forward to when I get my own command.
You want your own ship, Vega?
Yeah, maybe one day. When I'm old and I can't fight worth shit anymore.
You just come up here to make fun of your commander.
Sorry, Lola. I guess maybe I got some things on my mind. I wanted to get your opinion on something.
Shoot.
What did you do when they asked you to join the N7 program? I mean, was it a no-brainer for you, or did you think about it before accepting?
I'm a soldier, Vega, and I wanted to be the best damn soldier I could be. It doesn't get better than N7.
So I hear.
You get the best training, best equipment, best assignments.
And they expect the best in return.
Yes, they do. Why are you asking?
Well, even all the shit that's going on, somebody somewhere managed to track me down and forward an N7 commendation. It's dated the same day the Reapers attacked Earth.
You don't sound too thrilled.
Well, aside from the fact that there won't be an N7 program if we don't win this war, being a soldier's the only thing I've ever been really good at. And not because I try. Hell, I'd have kicked my ass out years ago. Last time I had a command, I lost almost everyone. And they promoted me for it. I guess I'm just not sure if I'm ready to lead again. I don't know if I want that responsibility.
You mentioned that before. What went wrong?
What didn't go wrong? We were out on patrol, checking on some strange readings, and the collectors hit. But they hit the colony first. By the time we got back, most of the colonists had been subdued or abducted, including our CO, Captain Tony.
So you were in charge?
Yeah. We laid low for a bit, waiting for a chance to strike, but before we could, we were betrayed. One of the colonists turned out to be a Cerberus spy working with the collectors. I had no choice. I killed him, and destroyed the collector ship. But it got ugly. We lost most of the colonists and all but one of my squad. Not exactly a textbook operation.
As a leader, you've got a job to do. Keeping everyone alive isn't it. If you're afraid to send your troops into a do-or-die situation, you'll never succeed.
Yeah. Did you know that before you joined the N7?
Yep. That's why I was asked. And it's why they asked you. There is not a single N7 that hasn't sacrificed either themselves or their soldiers at some point.
So you think I should accept?
Only you can make that decision, James. But I think you already know the answer.
I'm glad you think so. If you don't mind, maybe don't mention this to anyone else.
Of course not.
Gracias. Well, I think I better get back to the hang of things here. It's a little too soft for me.
The bed's a lot harder than it looks.
Are you flirting with me, Lola? I'm going. Thanks again, Shepard.
Anytime.
So, Udina finally went over the edge. I never really liked the man. Now I know why.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available in the war room on VidCom.
Shepard. I was hoping you'd check in again.
You okay?
Been putting my old academy training to use. Organizing the resistance. You know, you've got quite a fan club back here. Any news we hear about the Normandy gives hope to the guys in the trenches.
I'm glad it's having an effect, but so far, hope hasn't been the thing winning this war. It's been blood, sweat, and more blood.
But a lot of these resistance fighters were just farmers and teachers a few weeks ago. When they heard that you managed to get the Turians and Krogan to cooperate, that was a shot in the arm, Shepard. Of the one thing we're in short supply around here. Faith. That any of us will live to see another day.
How bad is it?
It could be worse, but not much.
Can you still coordinate any kind of counterattack?
We're hitting the Reapers every chance we get. Mostly guerrilla-style hit-and-runs. But it's not enough. It's time we started focusing our efforts.
Where?
London. Something big is happening there. Our networks in the UK say the Reapers have arrived in huge numbers.
More Reapers in one place just makes them easier to kill.
Leave it to you to make a full-scale Reaper invasion sound like a good thing.
I just want to end them. Forever.
You and me both. Oh, and Shepard. I meant what I said earlier about Kai Lang. The Reapers may seem like our biggest threat, but take it from me. Lang is a vicious bastard. Don't underestimate him.
Noted.
Then I'll let you get back to it. We need whatever good news you can send our way. Anderson out.